hey, look at that. We are with the Courtesy Flush. Hey, guys, what's going on? This is the Courtesy Flush, the one and only channel on Twitch. Tonight, we're going to be playing Breath of Fire 4. That's right. A game almost everybody has never heard of. Tonight, joining us, we will have the lovely Jameer. Okay. Hold on. Wait. My microphone. Hey, there it is.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. There it is. And also, we have good old Naresar over here on the side thing. I haven't seen you in a minute. You've been a while since you've been on stream. How the heck are you?
I'm doing okay. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing new to report since Tex Murphy yesterday. Yep. I think. Well, I didn't talk about it. Then I spent more money on.
The more I'm looking at it, I don't think they have a day system in the game. You know, I don't think they do.
Wait.
They've broken habit.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I know. Okay, we'll talk about that later. And then also, joining us over here on the luxurious love seat, we have Michael 19XDX. Also known as Thrill House.
You know Futurama and the golden robot guy? Giving me those vibes.
We are going to be playing Breath of Fire 4. We're going to be playing Breath of Fire 4. It is time tradition for me to play it once every year, to play 3 and 4 and one of the other two, and I will play it every year in memory of my brother, because it is something that me and him shared a lot when we were younger. It's a very special kind of series to me, so let's tear it apart and have fun with it, because it's a good, fun game to do that with. And I'm going to start with the most exciting part of the game, the menu screen. Ooh, look at all these. You get the D-pad at left 45, 0, or right 45. I don't know what that means, but those are numbers, and that's degrees of movement. And then, of course, I'm actually one option I like to turn on in these games. I don't like slow message speeds. You know how they do the... Yeah, I got it. And these are all fine. You know, like, this is how old the game is. Some TVs only had one speaker.
I know. I used to have one that did.
So, like, you know those old box TVs and had like one little speaker on the left or right side? That'd be it. That's what that was for. So the game is for that. And I have vibration on, but I doubt it's going to show up because this controller probably is not compatible with it very well. And you can also adjust your screen position in case you were... Wait, can I do that? No, that does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. Oh wait, that zooms us out. What?
It zooms you in.
Oh yeah, zooms me in, yeah. That's it.
Why though?
I'm guessing because some people had really bad signal on their television, their tube TVs.
But that's supposed to adjust position, and I'm wondering, like, X is supposed to move you left and right. Y is supposed to move you
up and down. Yeah.
Did they move you up and down? That just moved you in. Zoomed in. I don't know. Maybe it's just some weird whatever.
Some kind of...
Maybe we have the incorrect coordinate system, like the overlay. Like maybe like Y direction is coming out of the TV for some strange reason. And...
But then X should still go left and right, unless it's in a dimension that it's...
Who knows?
I'm trying to make sense of it because that makes sense. It would move forward, but
where's the button?
Oh.
Where there is none.
There you go. Too low, but I got it this time. There was
You're searching for logic and reason where there is.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I'll turn that on.
Feels like it would have made a good TV show.
I think they were trying to, but then it just never picked up. Oh. I was wondering what that was. He's saying some very angsty teenage stuff, I'm sure. That's what I assume. I never actually looked up what it translates to, but it's probably something really broody. Just by the tone of his voice.
I'm watching this and, like, it's either really well animated, but it also gives me vibes of, like, these things were modeled, but I know the era that this came from. I know that their 3D modeling to animation was nowhere near that good. So it has to have been animated, like hand-drawn, but it doesn't even... It looks almost... Yeah. It looks very...
This mouse just got toilet paper rolls on its ears, I just noticed. Interesting. That's the intro. That's the you get to see. That's the
if you get to watch that again.
You know what that is? It's like they were like, let's make this into an anime, and so they show you clips of the game that you're going to get a chance to see as events that are going to unfold. So the guy with the sword, you not only get to fight him, you get to play as him. This game has an interesting mechanic where you're not only playing the protagonist, you're also playing the antagonist, and they both have their own storylines.
I like how this intro screen is got like web development 1 kind of vibe.
Well, that's because that's because of the emulation.
No, it's because the logo has a white background, and then that logo has been put on top of an off-white background.
That is not because of this game. It is because of the emulation. The emulating the software.
The emulating software.
It's got the colors of the background wrong.
Okay.
That's what happened.
All right.
Because when you play it on an actual system,
PlayStation.
When you play it in an actual system, it looks perfectly fine, as most of the animations do. Actually, matter of fact, this has actually been upscaled. So it fits 1080p, so it looks a little weird.
Sorry, Sony, for not playing Breath of Fire 4 on your PlayStation experience.
Capcom, Sony don't give a shit. It's Capcom. Sorry, Capcom. Actually, no, I own this though.
Yeah,
no, I have 2 copies. I've got one on the PS3.
You are allowed to have copies for backup purposes.
And I have one. I actually have one in my bedroom that I have kept in one of those. You know those like CD burner cases, but they're like super thin.
Oh, the tiny one?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Explain to the youngins what CD burners is, because they don't know.
No, you had to actually take and start a fire in your house.
Yes, you did.
And then you had to chant and dance around this said fire.
With candles as the radio played.
And then you were like, files, come into me. And then Creed and System of a Down and all these other bands would just magically appear on this technology called discs.
This was from another dimension called LimeWire. And if you left the portal open for too long, you would get bad shit coming in.
Like this. Pretty much. Just randomly at any time, that sound would just happen.
You'd hear that and you're like, fuck. Because there are like viruses. Remember the virus where it would just turn off your computer after a minute?
Yeah. Yeah, those are still... Do we still have those?
We still have those.
Those are not uncommon. You have to be really dumb to get them these days.
And then there was the Tilda worm. Do you remember that? The worm?
Yeah. There was one in the 2000s XP. It was another worm that really... That one hit me.
That one fucked Yeah, that got to everything. That guy went to prison.
This game came out in 2000.
Oh, okay.
So...
What did the PlayStation Classic is what I was getting. It was like, we'll rebuy the PlayStation Classic, which is a unique idea, not at all ripped off from any other corporations.
Yeah, I know.
No, you say 2000. I'm like, that's not that long ago. That was
18 years
ago.
18 fucking years.
Whoa.
Children born in the year 2000 are now voting.
They're
going to college in war.
Yep.
And
they're going to war so they can go to college.
I'm on.
Sinestra lies on the edge of the desert. That is what we're heading to. We're looking for Nina's lost sister, Elena.
Well, this is a different Nina.
Look, Cray, a shooting star.
I was going to ask that. I kept meaning to ask if this was a sequel or how much of a sequel this was.
It's not much.
Game.
It's like 1,000 years in the future kind of thing.
Is this the same desert,
okay.
though?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
We'll find her.
Is the whole world desert?
No.
Okay.
They just start in a desert because the last game ended in a desert, and they're like, let's make people think it's a sequel, but psych, it's not. Don't worry, Nino, we'll find her. I swear it. As he looks forward with his very magenta tattoos, his very bro
markings.
He's like,
who's blowing up? Is that Biddy?
No, that's from.
Is that from a previous stream?
Oh yeah. Hit function F5. Function F5. Because if you hit F5, it's Mac. So it's got to have that function. There you go. It was nobody. As far as I know, well, this thing is never right anyway. Because the other day it was like the 4 people were there talking to us, and then it said, "Oh, you have nobody. You have no friends." Number 1, Awakening.
The first.
I. It's Roman numerals again.
Numero uno.
Hugh, it's hot out here as we're racing through the desert with the wind blowing in my face.
At least should be a nice breeze, I mean.
Yeah.
But it'd be hot air, so it'd be like a blow dryer.
Oh, don't worry. I'm all right.
My hair's a mess, though.
Heat stroke's not a joke. You should drink water. Better if we don't move around during the day.
Do you know how you somebody tells?
How are you gonna find someone in the middle of the night? You gotta move around in the day.
Do you know how you can tell the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion, and the only way to know the difference?
What's that?
Rectal thermometer.
Okay.
All right.
It's the only way to tell the difference.
This sounds like you have some experience.
I was talking to my brother who got his certification in.
Your brother also named Michael.
Ben.
No, Michael.
No, but his he wanted to get certification in same thing that like paramedics get, so that he can be of a bigger help during the like he'll donate his time during marathons so that he can be there as a first responder in case something happens. But yeah, if you need to check somebody for heat stroke,
Rectal thermometer
is a rectal. So it's like, and it is immediate. So it's like if you are worried, you pull down their pants, and then you take out, and it's not very big, and it's not hard or anything.
He just goes right in.
It's really, you just go,
and does it go? You have heat stroke.
And then I mean,
it's not very big.
No.
Or hard.
It's like
that's what she said.
I'm sure if you had heat stroke, you might not be very keen on what's going on. But
no.
But that's the only way you can tell, because that's the only way you can get a reliable read on their temperature, and that's what you need to tell the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion. And then
what the
treatment is pretty much the same if it's really bad, but you get them in an ice bath.
A dragon!
Which are maintained 24/7 in hospitals. They have ice baths for just that reason.
Wow.
They need to cool somebody down. Interesting medical fact.
I'd heard there was a dragon in the desert, but I was hoping we wouldn't be lucky enough to find it.
Is that lucky or unlucky?
It said lucky.
Yeah. Here it comes!
I was just questioning.
Surprised face. Whoa.
Wow.
I'd put my dick in it. Not gonna lie.
That doesn't look like the breath of fire.
Hold on to something. Yeah, that'd be nice, but whoa! Eurobeat intensifies. I've never heard of dragons attacking people before. Even if it doesn't mean to attack us, we can't let it hit us. Oh!
Why does the dragon look like an algae?
I mean, they could just turn and go the opposite direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
they're just running away from it.
I think
like,
it's chasing them.
Blast it! Blast it with what? Oh, is he saying blast it as an exclamation? No, you. Oh. And they're dead.
Oh, Rams.
Hope they got insurance on whatever the hell that was. Sand speeder?
They're sandboat.
Their sandboat.
No, that's something I'd be interested in doing. Is like setting
boating
up,
put a boat in the sand.
Like wind powered cart in the desert. That'd be cool.
Hopefully it's a windy day. Usually if there's a windy day in the desert, there's a lot of sand getting kicked up. Yeah, that's buried in the sand. Sand's gotten into everything. Oh well. I'll just punch it.
Of course, gets everywhere.
Oh Cray, why did you wear that really dumb shirt? I just wanted people to know I'm really strong with my 16-pack. He just wore like the chestless shirt.
If you did the work that I did to get this definition, you wouldn't be able to find shirts that fit you either. Check out my fingerless gloves, though. That is the real reason I'm a douche, because I need to be able to work out.
He's got the tribal tattoos. It's the like late 90s, 2000. He's got the fucking fingerless gloves, the chestless shirt. Yeah, this fits the era somewhat. It's supposed to be tribal. Like literally tribal, I guess.
All right.
We haven't seen it since then either. Which can only mean one thing. Well, whether or not it did it or not, or whether or not it did it or not, we should be thankful that we crashed. I'm not having a stroke. Don't get the rectal thermometer yet. The edge of the desert and not in the middle. Here, we're in walking distance of the towns along the desert border. Do you think we can find the parts we need at one of them? Probably, but there's one small problem.
I got jack shit. It's money.
If we leave our sand flyer here, we run the risk of getting it stolen by bandits. Not much point in going into town and coming back with spare parts if there's no sand flyer to use them on.
How are the bandits going to steal it, though?
It's like their Ewoks just come in. Not Ewoks, so the fucking
or I don't know.
The sand people.
Jawas.
Jawas, they come in.
Jawas. With their giant sand crawler, and then they come out, and like 20 of them pick up this decrepit piece of nonsense and carry it into their big shit.
Pretty much.
And then by the time you get back, it's like a mile down the road, and you're like, too late.
Jawas got it.
Jawas got it.
All right then, Cray. I'll go. Nina, you can't go. You're a girl.
But Nina, no.
That's
stop.
sexist, Cray. How dare you? I'm the princess. You can't say that to me. This is 2018. You can't be doing that now. For starters, what would my sister think?
Tap, 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 tap. Okay. All right. You win.
Go die in the desert.
I can't
Have
think
fun with
of
that.
anything else.
If I remember right, there's a town called Sarai to the south of here.
Sarai.
You might be able to find some parts there. Good luck, Nina. We're all counting on you.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. No. An entire chapter later.
Let me grope you real
Here,
quick.
take this. It's the king's sword. He just lent that to him? That's awfully nice of him. It's like a family heirloom. He's like, yeah, just take it. It should be good.
I won't need to defend against pirates or anything.
I hope you won't need to use it. You know what's funny is neither of them use swords, so it's kind of funny the king gave them a sword. Because Cray uses a giant wooden log, like Buster's sword style log.
Very Scottish nonsense.
And she, of course, obviously, she uses magical girl wand.
Maybe it's just a symbol.
Yeah, like a king's ring kind of
Everybody
thing.
knows the king's sword, and so that like they might not know Nina, but they know the king's sword, and they know
See,
the carrier
when we
of the
get back,
king's
Cray. Well, she's got a sister, so she's probably not the important one.
Yeah.
Safe trip, Nina. Watch yourself, you hear? At least he's not like, I refuse. It's like she is the princess. Wait, do I have to hold buttons down? Excuse me. Oh, that's busted.
Okay.
So I can turn. I got full 360 camera, stuck in an isometric view. Unlike the other game where it's literally like.
You just get a little bit of a tilt.
Yeah. Just doing like a Naruto run. Alright, and here's the world map. Remember the world map in the last one where it had like a snazzy little jazz tune and everything felt great? This is this one. It's not my favorite one because you don't get to really, you just kind of like,
You just kind of go along the path.
you just go along a path and there's a lot of paths. So you don't really get a choice.
Yep, you just go.
This one's like an exclamation point because something dangerous just happened here. Something evil. Somebody help me! He's riding an emu. That's kind of awesome.
You're in like a goddamn
Whoa.
crater.
Look at the size of that hole. And she falls in. The merchant and his good must have fallen in.
Yeah.
Just like this. Well, that sucks. Hey, look, free stuff, though. Whoa. It's been a long time, Snake. There's something there. Sup?
reminds me of a joke that tickled me pretty recently. There is literally no way of knowing how many chameleons are in this house right now.
That's a good one. That's
literally.
That's a good joke.
No way to know.
I think that was worth it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I liked it.
Okay.
It's not attacking. This looks like a meth dragon. Like, why is it so thin? He's got toilet paper rolls on his head. It's not a monster, I guess.
Oh, fucking cool.
It's like a dragonfly.
It's got like light wings or something.
Just wings. Very dragonfly-esque.
But they come out of his back meat.
Yeah, like
Back
back flaps.
That was funny.
For some reason, I wasn't scared at all. A naked man. Sup, girl? You like my mullet?
Whoa!
Whoa, you have no dick. You're just a Ken doll. Do you mind if you could put some clothes on? Sure. He was like, well, put some clothes on. What are you talking about? I ain't got nothing down there. All right. Well, all right, cool. Fine.
I guess I am naked.
I guess I'll put something on. Oh,
is
so you
true,
mean you're
sir.
not working with the merchant who was here?
This man is dickless.
Then how did you get inside the crater then? Did you fall in? How's such a big hole here in the first place anyway? Did you see the monster that was here before? You know, that one that looked like a dragon or something? I really wonder what it really was.
You talk too much.
Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you?
I don't even know English.
My name is Nina, and I'm from Windia. And what's your name?
We know from India.
I just say he only says one thing. His name.
My name is Ryu.
Ryu.
My name is Ryu.
See, I would have said Ryu.
Ryu?
Ryu's fine too.
That's the Midwest way of saying it.
Ryu.
Well, they don't even say it.
Ryu.
They don't even pronounce it Ryu in Japanese. They go Dio or something like really, like.
Well, they don't have R's in Japan. It's Chinese. What is it?
Somebody doesn't have L's, I think is what
They
it
don't
is.
have L's. That's right. You're right.
So, where are we heading to? Let's see. I was kind of just chilling, naked in this hole, and I, had some ayahuasca the other night. It's kind of passed out and woke up here.
Ayahuasca?
Yeah.
What is that? I haven't heard of that.
That's hallucinogenic drug
Oh,
you take in South America.
okay.
The tribal form of DMT.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it does.
I don't
Admit
know my
it. You're
hallucinogens.
lost. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I got lost when I was younger. Alright then, Ryu. Why don't you come with me to the nearest town? Alright, lady I don't know. You got the king's sword. She's just gonna hand that shit over? You can use this sword.
Maybe it is just a sword.
You might need it to get to town anyway. You have to go through areas populated by monsters. So that way we'll attack them with a weapon instead of running away like a sensible person.
The I guess you would call it spiritual sequel to Undertale got a
yeah, I saw.
It's like a demo. It's like chapter 1, and I played a little bit of it, so it's like it's already like an hour and a half, like 2 hours. I don't know how long it is. I don't know how close.
2 hours.
Finishing 2 hours. So
it's pretty short.
I'm pretty close to the end of it then, but it's called Deltarune, and it's good. It's already impressive.
Yeah.
It's got like tons of new characters that everybody's gonna freak out and make a lot of drawings about, and then there's gonna be a bunch of porn.
We have to go over the clip.
Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, you like say that like that is a thing to be surprised about. We have to go over these clips. Anything that has like a character in it's gonna have a drawing of it in a position of.
What's funny is it's like two big characters in Undertale are skeletons, and somehow they still manage to give them penises. Like,
dude, you can put a penis on anything.
You can, but it's
this is
still,
her power. She can look at the area.
it's still interesting to me. Like they use like the same power that they have to like.
Whoa! What's happening here?
That's no good. That's
a bad. That's a bad time.
Town.
Wow.
It's seizure time all the time.
That is something I'm gonna have to fix. I'm just gonna charge.
Was that as long as it's always going to be, or is that?
That's a bug.
For you to press? Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be like a swirl.
Oh, okay.
And then you're in a battle.
It's like a graphic swirl, like a graphic swirl event. Yeah. That slime had $6 on it.
Yeah, he was on his way to the market to get some milk for his slime family, and we slaughtered it because it was in our way. All right, get ready for more seizures, guys.
I think the idea is that it attacked you, but then Jesus Christ.
This has very Pokemon mechanics to it, like even.
You know, I like the original, the 3, because then it was just like, oh, the monster's there and we fight it here. Instead, we have to go to this like
it's a random battle. There's a big what was it? It's a big design choice because now you can just have your monster attacks based on rates. And you don't have to animate them in the overworld, but then if you have them in the overworld, you might be able to avoid them. And it's something like Dragon Quest, they'd be in the overworld, but they'd come back, so you could attack them over and over again.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? I might have to pull out the old PS3 and play it on that.
Oh.
Looks like we run out of the road. That's all right. Don't worry, we should be able to jump over this.
Says the girl with wings.
Where it is narrow enough to jump and press the X button. Look, lady, I know how to jump, okay? I've been doing it since I was a kid. Look, you...
See?
Easy.
Was it, just flip it, stick it, see you later, bye. Flip it, stick it, see you later, bye.
Alright.
I'm gonna fly over this one. Because I'm a candy ass. Whoa. Wow.
The feeling you get when I'm looking from a high place, it makes me dizzy. It's so exciting. She looks heights. Of course, she's the one with the wings and falls. And he jumps like after her.
Much slower than she does. She like fell like a stone.
Yeah. Oh.
He's doing so well. You're right. Do you?
Did you do that because you thought I needed help?
No, I just felt like it.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you about my wings. You know, the obvious things on my wings.
Maybe she was, like, skydiving. Like, she just decided, you know what, I feel like free fall for a little bit. And just, like, purposely jumped and dived down and...
Very brave and heroic, thank you.
And she was testing him. Like, I wonder if he likes me. We'll see.
Jumps off.
Did you ever read Artemis Fowl, Nick?
No.
There's they're talking about how so all of the magical creatures like gnomes and dwarves and things, they live underground.
Okay.
And if they need to get to the surface, they live so deep underground that instead of having like an elevator or like something like that, they need to get up there fast. They'll ride a thermal vent. And so they have like these cliffs where they have pods, and the idea is you release the pod, you free fall backwards into the vent, and you're supposed to time it with when it explodes. So it's like a geyser or something like that. And then one of the records is like...
I like how she has like the tiniest blanket. Her feet are poking out. That is like the not correct way to use a blanket. No. It's like... When you put it long ways?
Yeah, you should probably just be sitting on it. In fact, that's what you should be doing. You should be sitting on it so that you're not heating the earth. But their record was who could. There's a standard release time that you're supposed to let go so that you didn't free fall for like too long and risk bashing into the side of a chasm or whatever. And then of course the reckless person released like 3 minutes early, and so they had a free fall, and nobody's going to break that record because if it was anybody else, they'd be fired.
I wonder if the PS3 version would be better, because this one is not loading correctly.
Is it just doing a lot of nonsense that...
It's like lagging pretty bad. I might have to do that.
It seems technically demanding.
It kind of is.
Okay, who opened up the Ark of the Covenant? Come on, guys.
Somebody did.
We've had a discussion on this. It's a bad idea.
There's a lot of stuff coming out. Doggy.
It's Okami. After 1,000 years.
So, the time hath come. The time have come. Yes, me Lord Majesty. Did appear that something is amiss.
Can we get him another voice?
No, for I am the dog of the evil master. Where art thou, courtiers, the priests? Why are there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not important, the immortals. We will not attempt on
So is that his voice? He's just gonna be quiet. Just gonna be.
He's like, oh, sorry, I've been asleep for 1,000 years. I need some water. We should spend an eternity. There should be some pressing matters to attend to. Oh, canst thou not sense this presence? 'Tis far and still slumbering. But 'tis what we have sought low these many ages. Wow, I fucking suck at whatever language it's supposed to be.
Keep God a place of rest.
Wonku! As you wish. Majesty, whither art thou going? We shall go to our capital as was planned.
What's going on? He's like in super definition and identifying.
Bye.
It's funny because it's like.
Oh look, 60 frames a second. Look what happened there.
We're gonna talk like we're from Shakespeare, so people know that we're old.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Ancient Chinese. Same thing. So this is how he jumps. Fuck that noise.
He's got that shadow jump, that blink jump nonsense.
Yeah. Oh look, guys, this was the wrong way. It's a beginner's trap. This is what developers used to do back then. They'd put the wrong way, so that way you feel like a fucking idiot. You're like, whoa, whoa, no. Oh, he does not fuck around.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, Faolu.
Oh, fucking cool.
He does so much damage. This dinosaur is so done.
It's still not even dead.
It's called a Zaurus.
Zaurus.
Yeah, Nick can tell us all about the Zaurus and what it clearly comes from. This is probably, you know what? I was making fun of it. Now that I'm thinking about it, with the rise of Jurassic Park movies and their weird dinosaur creations, this isn't too far off now.
Nick, tell us about what this dinosaur's diet would be with teeth like that.
He's got a really big jaw for some reason.
What could it possibly swallow or chew? Like, what are those?
I mean,
teeth
it's
for?
probably not gonna chew much of anything.
Counts.
It's gonna swallow whatever it darn well pleases.
Is it just like a filter feeder?
No, because you need more like fine teeth, like
Like, how does that jaw work? Because it looks like an L shape.
probably not well, to be honest.
He just like walks away. He doesn't even look back. Like everyone else is like, yeah, we won the battle. He's like, I've got shit to do.
Yeah.
I'm done with this fight already.
That's an interesting question. Do they find dinosaur fossils in Japan and other places?
That's a question you can ask him.
I don't know.
Wisdom fruit.
Yes, there's dinosaurs. I think.
You want to say there's dinosaurs everywhere?
No, there are. I can't remember if we've dug up any from Antarctica yet.
Who goes there?
Good.
What?
But we have found dinosaur fossils on
What
every
be you
land.
doing in this place?
Yeah, I know we found some from Australia, not many, just because
Who are you?
Australia isn't particularly geologically active.
They say a dragon or something's supposed to appear tonight. So we were told to watch this area.
Good
Is he
info.
the Dragon Emperor?
A dragon? That's right, and not just any dragon either. They say it's the legendary Dragon of Doom, which will bring ruin to the Empire. And what be thy design for this dragon?
We will destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the Imperial Army.
But anyways, Jameer.
Why would they? Okay,
was more
so if they
rhetorical.
thought 2 mooks with 1 spear would be a match for whatever was going to come up that night, why would they worry about it rising in the first place?
No,
Wouldn't they just wait for it to
it's
show
not.
up?
Here's the thing: they don't know that they're not a match for it, but the plan is to distract the dragon by the screams of them getting
Okay.
devoured.
That makes sense.
They're scouts.
Yeah.
They're supposed
They
to.
are the alarm bells.
But instead of a dragon, because they would to them, they think I would see and hear a dragon coming. I could go and running.
I know what a dragon looks like.
But then this guy comes out, just like walking out of the fucking woods, and he's just like, "Thou believest thou can
So you
do
got some
such a
tiny
thing?
little baby horns.
Thou's are yeah, pretty much, or a hair clip.
I'm pretty sure it's
Hair, yeah.
But he's got them on both sides.
It's a
Yeah.
band.
Hey, look at this thing.
Thou but mere mortals. Here's my true power. I'll open up a singularity and destroy everything. Just- Summons it right from the void. Another crack dragon. I don't know what it is with these
I
things.
thought the dragon was the guy, actually.
Got some big eyes. Brap.
This is Pokemon before Pokemon Balls.
Thou dost not ken the power of that which you would destroy. This would be a dragon. A dragon 'tis force of nature unto itself. Thou mayest as well seek to fight a volcano or the very earth itself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind, grant thee life, and verily it taketh it away. They are to thee as thou art to an insect, in thy terms.
See, this guy's pretty cool if he's taking the time to just explain it to these people he's about to kill.
Is that what's happening?
Oh yeah, those guys are dead. Unless
They aren't gods.
there is the possibility of like a,
Wouldst thou fight a
you
god?
know, oh, we surrender. We'll serve you. It sounds like a much better offer at the moment.
I didn't know you were evil yet, but I guess now we do.
So he just, I mean, he could have just killed them without all the powerful
I
blasting.
mean, but they wanted to see a dragon.
True.
Anyways, Jameer. So yeah, we find dinosaurs fossils all over the place. China
found
has
them
some
in
good
Hawaii.
deposits. Mongolia does. That's where Velociraptor is actually from.
Oh.
Yep, they're gone. This is the crater.
Japan, I don't know about
This is
because
unthought.
Japan is
It is
an
not
volcanic archipelago, so I don't know if you have the.
They probably
the
have to dig
deposits.
pretty far down for that.
Well, it's not a far. It's a time and type of rock thing.
It is not the nature of mortals to change their ways.
But how
Ah, my
godly is
feet!
this to
Fuck,
need
that was too
improvement?
hot! Just like walked right on top of this burning fucking crater. Ah, shit!
Should have shadow jumped. Fuck. Oh, God. Dragons are cool, though.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
So hot, though. My feet. Man, I just got these Jordans, too.
They're the Chinese knockoff. Oh god, this is like that Pokemon episode that gave all those kids seizures. Charge! I will definitely get the PS3 version working. Chomp. Counter. And dead. I have things to do. Goodbye. I like how he's like, yeah, I get to have 5. He doesn't get 5 other party members. It's just him.
I like the music that's going on right now.
Yeah, his.
Oh, he's the antagonist.
Well, I mean, clearly he just murdered.
Oh no, he could have still been a good lie.
Maybe.
The guy from Digimon, he ended up being nice. He gives me that Kojo Jojo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was
it's
nice
like
at
he
the
needs
end.
to be. He needs to be taught about the humanity of humans.
Oops.
The humanity of Digimon.
Duh. It's gonna try to devour me. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's just like two big teeth instead. Like, it would have involved the horns, but for some reason it didn't want to bend its head down all the way.
It was pretty strapped though. I had a decent amount of money on it.
Its teeth are worth that much money.
So how do I get up? Did I pick the wrong thing?
I read about a village that
I went the wrong way. Is what it is.
it has these
How?
it has these giant stone wheels that they use as currency, and you don't move them, you just talk about them, and everybody knows how much everybody else has, and they're used as like, if you want to buy a house, you can use one. If it's like, if you're doing a dowry, you might give one to whoever.
Dead.
And the elders of the village decide, like, if a new one needs to be made, they commission one, or if somebody honorably brings one in, like, it needs, like, to be made and then sailed in and then deposited, and people need to be made aware of it. And some guy, like, industrialized, so he built like a bunch of them and shipped them in on a container, and fucked up their economy. And so the elders are just like, man, fuck this, just ignore his shit, just set everything back to the way it was, and it fixed it. Apparently that's the way currency it was. What's funny is
it's like, no, that's kind of like how currency works.
People know how much everybody has, and then they just agree that, which is funny because that's kind of how cryptocurrency also works. It's just recorded.
I have been expecting you. Ever since I saw the flames rising from the woods where I had placed my soldiers to watch.
I'm Bean Man.
I was saying thou wert waiting for us.
Thou wert.
Knowest of us and what we are then? Yes, your majesty, you are the first emperor, Faolu, and founded our great Fao empire. And thou knowing this, thou wouldst greet me with malice in thine heart, and blade in thine hand. I'm afraid times have changed, your majesty.
I have a dragon too. Maybe I just have a lot of ki. Nope. I have some sort of demon thing.
I'm doing that now, thank you.
I like how that dragon is just like sitting in the earth like it's a bath. Just taking like an ass bath.
Okay.
Flaming fist! That was more like flaming claw, it didn't really punch me.
And it missed.
Yeah.
How do you miss with something like that?
I like...
Frost strike?
You know, every time we did this, like, the breaths, they never really did a whole lot, but we'll take a look at Eraser just to see its animation. Eraser.
Just pulls out a giant pencil.
Oh, this is what he did on those two guards.
Hyperbeam them out of existence.
Ow, 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 ow! Now he's like, my turn with Mystic Fire! Ow, ow. Whoa.
See, this guy has like those teeth horns too, but they're horns, but they're from his mouth. You can see that, right?
Frost strike.
Well, maybe it's like a warthog tusk kind of thing. And I mean, elephants, their tusks are technically teeth as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
This makes me regret not playing more games alone as a child. I probably would have enjoyed this. Like,
Yeah, this is something me and my brother played. Like he would play like a certain amount of time and then pass the controller off, and we would take turns, which often ended with us wrestling. I have been hit in the face with a controller.
Oh.
He has been hit in the face with a controller. But it wasn't like we would rat each other out. It'd be more like...
Well, if you rat each other out, then nobody gets to play PlayStation.
Exactly, exactly. So you know.
Yeah.
You routed the enemy. Also, I saw your sister the other day, and she was talking about how cute you were when you were a little kid. Because you used to say, like, she's like, yeah, he would just come up and he would talk about Pokemon and what they would all do, and every single little one of them. And she would say, like, all the superpowers and what the powers would do against the other ones. He's like, do you think he still does them? I'm like, not really. He doesn't come up to me.
Unless you get me started.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he doesn't come up to me.
Nick can tell you about how I just non-stop talked about Hearthstone for an hour and a half.
Well, it's like that in Star Trek with me.
No.
I know too much.
No, I used to be like...
Trains, dinosaurs.
Yeah, trains, dinosaurs. You had...
I don't want to be the kind of dude who's like, oh yeah, I was a super cute kid. I was a pretty fucking cute kid.
You appear tired, Your Majesty. It is to be expected, I suppose. You have just awoken from a long, long sleep, and you're not exactly complete, are you? Oh shit. It would appear thou dost mean not to fulfill thine duty as thou art called upon to do by our promise. Alas, it is as you say, my lord, for now we would have you sleep once more. I would call thee foolish, but thou art mortal. Thou cannot go against thy nature, no more than a fish could walketh upon the firmament. Goodbye.
Ninja.
Still, thou wilt find that our promises aren't not easily broken. Return then to thine master and tell him our words.
Fuck you.
He just does this as he goes into the darkness. Trying to buy time, are you, Majesty? Set fire to the trees. We must stop him before he recovers his full strength. Actually, this is a pretty solid military movie.
Sun Tzu would be proud.
Movement. I am fairly certain this was planned.
Did you ever read The Art of War?
No, I don't know too many people who have, to be honest.
It's not long. In fact, I listened to the
Have you?
book.
What'd you think?
He's
like shaking his head like...
To make a short story even shorter, Sun Tzu's basic thing is, it's a war, you're allowed to be a dick.
There's no honor in war.
I mean, that's the way, like, do you want to win war? Then you're a dick. Also, a lot about killing your own people.
Indeed.
But as a means to maintain absolute authority. So it's like...
Oop, fire.
He had stories about, like, he would have, like... There was the general had a guy he really liked. Like, he was one of his great warriors. And then this warrior, before being ordered to attack, ran out and killed like the opposing head warrior and brought him his head, and then the general was in tears when he came back, and he was like, because he knew he had to kill him for acting without an order. And it's like, and then he did. He killed his favorite warrior because. And
then Sun Tzu probably called him an idiot.
No, Sun Tzu was like, this is what you have to do.
Oh.
There was also another one where it's like. A general came and he was like walking with a king, and he made a boast. He was like, I bet I could fucking make your concubines into a unit. And the king was like, I'd actually kind of like to see that. And so he gets all the concubines outfitted with spears and shit, and then he has them do drills, and they're being women. Well, they say that they're being kind of like, they're just like, oh, this is kind of funny, it's fun, they're doing military drills. we're giggling and shit, and we're concubines, and no, we're not. And then after that day, he was like, okay, bring me a tenth of like all the popular like concubines. And they're like, okay, what do you want them for? And so they bring them out, and then he kills all of them.
Wow.
He just slaughters them. And then the next day, when all the concubines doing drills, guess how attentive and strident they are. Absolutely 100% ready to fight. And he's like, hey, look at that.
Motivation.
Fucking kill your people so that they know that you're serious. But it's like, but that's basically Sun Tzu, Art of War. Be a dick. Be a dick all the time and you will win. Set fire to the horses, let them run through the city. Trick your enemies. Be an asshole to animals. Just all, it's war. Be a dick. That's the Art of War.
The lessons from it.
And with your powers not fully returned, it is unlikely that you'll be able to survive a battle with my creations in this raging fire. That's because he just said he's got an affinity to water.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldst know thy name, O cunning one. Yom, general of the Faulu Imperial Army, at your service.
I mean, not really, but...
He knows he was bested, so it's like, what am I going to do? I don't want to take any chances. Find the body. Meanwhile, back in the
That was supposed to, like, the guy that just, like, fell supposedly maybe to his death. That's supposed to be the bad guy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He just woke up, though. You know, it's like me knocking on Michael's door, like, we have to go now, and Michael's like, holy fuck, all right. He gets behind the wheel of the car, and he forgot to fucking get the keys from upstairs, and then I run upstairs and go get
How'd I get in the car without my keys?
You just did. You left it unlocked. You were that tired.
I was that tired, and I went to bed, and I was still that tired.
Yeah, it's like me waking you up after, like, only 2 hours of sleep.
I would be so
He was asleep for 1,000 years. That's not enough time for God. That's like a fucking split second. He's like, shit.
He got up on his own, though. Like, somebody didn't wake him up.
It was prophesized.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, yeah, he needs a little more sleep. Hey, look, we're at Sarai now.
Made it.
Well, Ryu, this is Sarai. It's not much.
Sarai.
Does anything look
I have to
familiar?
go eat Tums before I burn my esophagus down.
Does it bring back any memories? Nah. No? Well, I don't know what to say. I need to buy some things and get back to where my friend is, you know. Will you be alright by yourself? I think so. Well, I guess that means we go our separate ways from here then. Bye! You can keep the sword. My father's sword. Hope you get your memory back soon. It's just the king's sword.
I'm sure the king has more swords. I mean,
It's true.
I'm assuming.
Look at this one.
Pitmaster.
Hail, travelers! I bet you have a lot of questions, don't you? Well, then you come to the right place, because I've got the answers. What would you want to know? About combo attacks? Well, for example, let's say one of you casts a fire spell, then another person uses a wind spell. Then the two spells will combine and create a more powerful spell. That is called a combo. There are a lot of things you can combine into a combo. Experiment and you will find what your capabilities are. What else would you like to know? About I want to know about learning?
Learning.
If you're guarding during combat, sometimes you can learn attacks to use enemies use. You can even use attacks you've learned right away. The burn attack is really useful, as you should learn it as soon as you can. That is a hint that he is kindly giving to me, as I keep forgetting to do that. So I just met a guy, Michael, and he has a puppet, a hand puppet, who gave us information about the game.
That
like
face in the the little thumbnail picture just looks entirely too deadpan for somebody
Yeah.
with a hand puppet.
The puppet is the one doing that, like, "Hail, travelers! I am the man with all the information. Would you like to know about combo attacks?
Somebody had a really good time animating. That's so funny. That with that weird tongue, he's like, "Hey, settle down."
Look at this kid.
He's got a little Moogle.
I've seen this
goofball.
before. It's called a veteran Venak. Throwing your voice.
Nice one, kid. When you don't have the words, use some more words.
I can't believe what you charge for this. You're a crook, you know that? Hey, don't say that. What you see is what you get. Everything at fair market price. I swear it.
Is that a lizard or an amphibian? Because if it's an amphibian, he's in the wrong place.
I'm assuming it's a Lisfibian.
He could be like a
Nick just like cried a little bit. Like, no.
There's salamanders in the desert, aren't there?
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I would be a little bit surprised because the whole thing with amphibians is one, they kind of breathe through their skin.
Increases my
two,
defense
they
by
need to
1
lay
point.
their eggs in water, definitely, because they do not have a hard shell.
No.
Oh, man, look at all this stuff that I get to buy with money.
I had to think about this for a long time, but my brother used to have a newt whose name was Isaac. And he was a cool newt. And he would just kind of chill out on a rock.
Oh, you can actually trade equipment for new items. So you can trade in, like, the leather armor for the clothing that you're wearing and get a discount.
No.
That's nice. I'm going to do that. Much better.
Chain.
Does he have a bandana? No. Or a brass helm. Both are slowing him down.
Oh.
I kind of like the bandana because it doesn't slow him down as much, and it's cheap.
So our guests know, and so that our watchers can be jealous, there's an absolute embarrassment of candy in the kitchen.
You know what? I started to go into the freezer to eat some of that. I just find, like, freezer candy is good, but my teeth just aren't up to it anymore. I have to have
so
more.
you'll have to take some out and let it defrost.
Yeah.
The reason I do that, it's kind of like putting a rubber ball in a dog's food bowl. It's to slow myself down.
Smart. You know what's funny? Malachi's family just got a new puppy, and to keep it from, like, because it just inhales food, they have this, like, little ball, and it paws at it, and then, like, 3 or 4 little kibbles will come out, and then it just sucks the kibbles up, basically. Which is pretty smart. Alright. Sandflyer parts? Don't have anything of those. Looking for anything else? Something? Guys?
Wait, why is Ryu looking for Sandflyer parts? Nina should be the one looking for Sandflyer parts.
Probably because he's like, I don't have any real motivation to do anything anymore.
It's like, I am new upon this world, and that person was
Who are
nice
you?
to me. I'm going to stick to
You're
them.
looking for something. You should try the tavern.
It's a kid
Alright.
now about going to the tavern to find information.
Hey man, you came over the cliffs from the desert. How did you manage to do that without falling off the cliffs? Ah.
Well, we kind of did.
Yep.
Well, let's go inside this person's home. She's in there sweeping their hearth. They say that there's a ceasefire right now. Don't want to think about what would happen if the war started up again. Some people say they've seen Imperial troops poking around town lately. Makes me wonder if they're reckoning another war.
So what do you think about houses that have a chain that comes all the way down and ends in a pot for over the fire?
So she must have, I don't see it, but she must have like a wind-up thing. I don't know. What is the point of that?
Because you could just have like,
What can you
Like
just
chain
have a
all the
setup.
way up as
Why do
opposed
you need
to...
a chain? You could just have like a thing like that holds the chain like at a reasonable distance.
That just goes to the ceiling.
I think it's kind of cool, like as a centerpiece.
And they get like the 1950s sitcom bed thing going right now, where it's like they have to sleep in separate beds. Or maybe their marriage just really isn't that great.
Or sometimes.
Or maybe there's another couple that live with them.
Maybe they sleep at different times. Maybe one
he gets up at third shift.
Yeah, maybe one.
And he just woke up just now, and he's like, "What the fuck is sleeping? I'm trying to sleep."
Maybe one likes a firm mattress, and the other one likes a soft. Maybe one of them, when they sleep, they get really, really hot, and that keeps the other one up. There's lots of reasons to sleep in separate beds.
Rickets.
Not loving each other anymore is...
What?
Like a little Bert and Ernie action going on.
What? No, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're. I know you're not from around here, though.
Are you my friend?
I haven't seen you around these parts before. You're passing through. I'd keep an eye on your purse if I were you. There are lots of folks here that'll try and swindle you, so you better be careful.
Alright, thank you.
What? Looking for something? What are you looking for? Need a hand? Want me to help?
It's like fucking like, hey man, hey, what's going on? Got any jobs for me? No, man, my nose just really itchy. This is my little blood, but it's whatever. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, I got a job. You can work?
Okay, voices.
Let's go in here. Oh look, a storage closet of some sort. Nothing. This room is pointless. It's like one of those like really bouncy little town music things.
Did you go in that place?
No, I didn't. I should go in there. Hey, that was the emu that the merchant was driving.
Oh.
I just realized. What's going on over here? Hey, you want to buy a treasure? I'll give you a good deal. Only 158 zenny. My dad was the one of the main characters of Chrono Trigger. Thanks.
Everybody loved him.
Don't worry, it's for real. I wouldn't try to cheat anyone. You gotta let ball. Actually, I just remembered what this was for. It's really stupid and long, but it ends in a very good treasure. You get a lead ball that you trade for something else, that you trade for something else, that you trade for something else throughout the entire game till you get to the end of this train, and you get something really nice for it.
It's like the one red paperclip.
Yeah.
Welcome, stranger. This is your first time to Sarai? I was on my way here, see, when I see this big crater in the ground, and you fell in it and lost all your stuff, right?
Hold on, can I get past these guys? Oh yeah, I can. Just gotta go this way. Oh man, that guy is fucking chowing hard. Look at that. That fucking hardcore meat animated action there. Munch, munch. Look at his thing. You want to talk to me?
Yeah, I want to talk to you.
Well, if you want something from someone, you gotta have the right attitude, don't you think?
Okay, I'll buy you some food.
You will? Well then, let's not waste any time.
Do you want to read the instructions? Yeah. To make the bar patron happy by giving him food and drink, giving him food and drink increases his food and happiness parameters. Giving him drink increases his drink and happy parameters. Be careful not to let his food and drink gauge fill. Won't be able to give him. So try not to vary. So
what
try to.
Food and drink you give him.
Yeah, let's read that again. Happy by giving him food and drink.
So you fill his food and happy meter and his drink and happy meter by giving him food and drink.
Be careful not to let the food and drink gauge fill up before his happy
So you
gauge.
gotta fill his happy gauge. But you want to give him different food and drink because if you give him the same thing, it won't increase his happy as much.
Alright guys, what do we start with? We got sausage, beer, steak, and wine.
I would go cheap first.
What's that?
Just start with the cheap stuff.
Sausage.
Let's start with a little sausage action. Hit me with that sausage. I was like, alright, it's not too bad.
And you can give him some beer.
Let's wash that down with some beer.
Good German fare there.
And then just now steak and wine. So you just flow through.
But for whatever reason, his happy meter went down really low when he drank that beer.
Beer is a depressant.
I'm gonna give him another sausage. What?
He really likes sausage.
Wow. Oh, boy, I'm full. That was good. Alright then, I'll tell you what you need to know. If you're looking for something, go and talk to the information broker in front of the inn. He can tell you where to find what you're looking for. Burp. I'm impressed. Don't meet any young folks as generous as you. Here, I got something for you. He gave you 2 antidotes. In case I get poisoned.
I rented Dead Cells from the library, and it's a...
Wait, nothing in this world is free.
The dog is supposed to be smoking.
McGruff the crime-fighting dog, he's just like, ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna retire to the desert. You fucks don't listen to me. I've been telling you not to do drugs for years.
I was thinking it would be a fun Halloween costume to do, like, a hard-boiled McGruff. So it's like McGruff, but after 20 years on the wrong force, he's just like corrupt.
It's got like a flask and
yeah,
everything.
It's just like McGruff. It's like, take a bite out of your ass, motherfucker. It's like a dirty, hairy McGruff cross.
Nothing in this world is for free. As he's talking to this woman, you want to ask someone here for something. Try buying them a drink or two. I'd keep my purse strings tied if I were you. There's nothing people around here wouldn't do for a quick zenny or two. Zenny.
Why is zenny? Oh, it's zenny's the Capcom currency, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's also the Dragon Ball Z currency, which is strange. I mean, the animators for Dragon Ball Z worked on, or animator worked on Breath of Fire 3, so I don't know. You hear all kinds of things in places like this. If you're looking for something, you might be good at talking to... Just talk to the people, but don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. I'm smoking right now.
He's got his pipe out and everything.
No, so I got this... It's a Metroidvania, and so sometimes food is dropped that will give you more health. In the options menu, you can control what kind of food drops. So if you're a vegetarian and you don't want to see your character eating kebabs,
oh my God,
you can set it to vegetarian food.
Well, that
and
would
so
probably
it's
make
like
you less hungry, because I wouldn't want to play a game that made me think of chicken all the time.
Chicken.
I'm an information broker. What do you want to know? Who's Ryu? Who's Ryu? That's easy. I don't know. I can tell you he's not from this town. That's sandfly parts. Well, I haven't got any of those, but I do know how you can get some. Interested? Now we're talking business.
His glasses.
You want information, you gotta pay for it. If what you offer doesn't match how much the information's worth, the deal's off. Got it, Yeah, oh god, it's another minigame. Guess the broker's price by entering an amount. If the amount is equal to the greater of that price, the broker will give you the information. You have 4 chances. Watch the broker's reaction to get clues on how close your offer is. Okay. Alright then.
She's got a gift?
How much are you willing to pay? Let's start with 25. Let's try 70. That's not a bad amount. Alright then, that's good enough. What do you say? I don't care. If you're looking for sandflower parts, you might have to go to the black market. There's a man who sells parts behind the tavern. You'll have to find the password to be able to meet him. But most traveling merchants will tell you if you ask them. I just saw one leave, so I imagine he's probably still close by. Try looking on the highway outside of town. So run up to him like, hey, can you give me the password to the Wi-Fi in town? He's like, yeah, it's Roadrunner 37. Why did you chase me down for that? I didn't even see Nina in this whole thing. She just like fucked off in town somewhere. It might be it. Oh. Can we stop somewhere? There we go. Oh, there he is. What do you want? What? Black market? It's a rye? Ah, so you want to know how to password to get in, huh? Well, I suppose I could tell you, but I got my own business to take care of, you know. Normally I charge people 1,000 for that info, but I'll tell you for free. I mean, you did come all the way out here and find me something. Your password. There you go.
Password.
You can use it to get access to the black market in the Sarai Tavern. What's this thing gotta say? Karoo, 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 karoo. See you later. I could run, but that's an option.
Running is for losers and crazy people.
People who want to lose weight and stay in shape and have good cardio. Who the fuck? Who are you really?
Have you ever seen a sane person or a safe person running?
Not really.
Ooh,
Ryu?
I used to run all the time.
It looks like I've been tricked. There was a person who told me that if I gave him money, I would bring me the parts I need, but he just took my money and ran off somewhere. Wow. Wow. What do I do now? I told Cray that I'd be alright, but that I could take care of myself, but look what happened. I've lost all my money. I can't do anything right. Blah 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 blah. You mean you'll help me get the parts I need? Really? You mean it? Blah blah.
Well, I mean, it's not like he has anything better to be doing, so...
But you've got your own problems to worry about. You mean you've really helped me? Oh, Ryu, I don't know what to say.
No.
Thank you so much. I promise I'll get you... I hope you get your memory back after we finish our business here. Well, for now, let's see if we can find those parts, okay? Alright, so the black market is really stupid. And you're gonna find out why. It's in town. I just went the wrong way. So you go up against this wall here, and if you walk outside of this boundary, you immediately leave town. So I can't walk any further. I have to do this to get to an area of the game that I need to access.
And they just do that, like, little jut out there just to annoy you, of course.
Pretty much.
Well, looks like you found me out. Well done. It must have taken a bit of work, eh?
Here, take this as your reward for your hard work. You got an Aurum. If you want to buy something, you have to tell the bartender the password first. What? What's this dog doing here? Aw. Just hanging out back here. I guess I gotta go talk to the bartender in town then.
I guess I thought the dog was the bartender because he whines.
That is like...
Hey!
That was a good one.
I like how everything has almost like a little bit of a cartoony slant, but that dog was like hyper realistic.
Yeah. Alright, let's go down into this. I also kind of like the lighting. It's not just like a flat lighting. It kind of looks like what you would expect in a place like this.
There's just like some cracks in the ceiling that let light in.
You won't find what you're looking for here. This is a tavern, not a... Oh, you know about that. Well, now, what's the difference then, isn't it? Come this way.
Oh wow.
Anything here? You found 40 zenny. I just took from the till.
Just took it out of the tip jar.
You're probably wondering why we go to all this trouble, aren't you?
That's because selling sand flyers is a dangerous business. See, sand flyers were originally designed as war machines. If the Empire found out we were selling them, the next time a war breaks out, they'd come after us. I didn't want to be this place to end up under a hex. Like Shamba or Sinesta, no thank you. Does that mean you don't have any sandflyer parts?
No, I didn't say that.
Not exactly. There's a place they call Sandflyer Valley near here. It's an old junkyard full of old broken down sandflyers. If you go there, bring back some usable material. I'll make you some sandflyer parts. Deal? Alright then, we'll go to the Sandflyer Valley and get you the material you need. What's this guy back here?
The valley is to the south of the town.
You found power food.
Nothing!
This is a sour sucker, so I just inhaled sourness.
Nice.
Yep. That power food is what that horseman used to get jacked.
he's so huge. So the Empire waged war on this kingdom, and so everyone's afraid of them, basically. They don't want another war to start, because as far as they know, it's just a ceasefire.
It doesn't make much sense to find a whole valley full of Sandflyers and then bring him parts back. Like, oh, we got them ourselves now.
Yeah, well, he's like, find me materials,
material,
and then he'll build stuff.
Okay.
I mean, what does Nina really know about Sandflyer parts? She probably has a piece of paper. It's just like, get this thing, and she's like, kind of looks like a. Oh God, this is even worse because it's brighter. I'm gonna definitely put this on a different system. All right, Aigu, Mage Goo. Hey, these are familiar enemies. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have her get rid of Aigu. There we go. I learned Burn. That's what I wanted to learn. Parry. That's nice. Nice attack.
Parry, thrust.
I'm just gonna have you attack, and then I'm gonna have you use a spell. It's only one against one enemy. That's dumb.
I was gonna say you turned that thing into goo, but it was already goo. So what do you turn goo into that's like dead?
Non-sentient goo. Where are they getting the moisture to hydrate themselves? How are they not filled with sand?
Yeah, like they're not covered in. I mean, we've all had those sticky hands. You know how dirty those get?
Mm-hmm.
You routed the enemy.
Oh, possibly it's a... One, it might not be sticky, depending. Two, maybe it's not water-based.
True.
Maybe it's
silicone-based slime goo.
A little bit harder. I was thinking more like oil-based or something.
Oil-based.
That might not be too bad. A little treasure chest back here. He found croc tears. Found 8 of them. That croc was pretty sad. Probably because he just saw this and he's just like, oh my god. He's like, I hope you like seizures, because that's what you're gonna get. Oh, I'm blind. I can't see for 3 turns.
Oh, that's jacked.
I'll have her use her spells. Since you can't see, might as well just cast a magic spell. So that's a combo system. If you use a fire spell and then follow it up with a wind spell, it turns into a different spell altogether.
Cool.
I'm imagining there's also a combo for, like, say, water and lightning or something.
Yeah, and you could create like these ridiculous combos.
That's cool.
There's actually, the combo system is much deeper than that. There's like other skills that you do have to like connect with each other in order to make a mega attack. But that's like way later. I'm gonna have him charge. There we go. Everybody leveled up. Or got more experience, I should say.
I'm such a better adult than I was a kid. I could have never did this.
Why?
Like, there's 4 fucking people here. Why do we have to play one player?
Well,
No, I
To be
love
fair,
it.
like-
I love it. No, I get it.
No, like, to be fair, we actually struggled playing this when I was younger.
Right.
Because there was a lot of stuff we just didn't understand. Alright, so now I got that down.
We have the benefit
I
of.
pointed it out because I'm like, I'm actually enjoying just watching somebody else play.
God damn.
But like, how many times would you say you've played this particular game?
Never.
No, Mike.
Oh.
This one?
Yeah.
I've actually played this one less than 3.
Okay.
The third one game.
Because 3 is your favorite.
Right.
Yep.
But I've played this one a lot.
Yeah.
I do know of most of the secrets in the game. The beginning is the only part of the game I actually keep forgetting about because it's the most uninteresting part to me. The later parts are really good and I enjoy them a lot, especially when we get to the other side of the world and stuff, which is always fun. Fun little travel. Oh,
The other side of the world.
yeah. I'm gonna go inside this broken down ship part here. Hopefully there's an item here I can use. Or do you want to operate the winch? Yeah. That was easy. There we go. Now
I'm assuming that's supposed to be an anchor.
yeah.
That looks weird.
Winch under repairs. Caution, standing on the anchor will activate it. Why is it under repairs? It's broken anyway. It's a ship.
Maybe it was broken before the ship crashed.
It's possible. Oh, I only came up here for the treasure, I suppose. Got a brass helm. Look at that. Didn't even have to buy a helmet. Just has one now. Let me equip best. Yeah. Apparently none of that. Just wearing a fancy dress. That's what it was called. So that was all I came up here was for that brass helm. I'm guessing we're gonna get a character that can equip it. Most likely Cray.
Well, Ryu could equip it, but it wasn't his best.
Maybe. Well, no. Defense-wise, it would be. Because that's what best does. It picks whatever's the best for defense.
Okay.
Offense and defense, not speed so much. And yeah, I think that would just be a Cray item. Cray is like the heavy hitter. With his giant, ridiculous bat, basically. The log. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in here. Seems like we could have just walked around all this and just came over here, but oh hey, look, there's this dog again. Woof! Look how this nice dog.
Puppy.
Look how nice that dog. That's a really nicely drawn dog. It looks way realistic compared to everything else.
It
But
has a vampire feel going though.
yeah, Bark.
Don't get many folks out here, and ain't nothing much here
Okay.
except for odds and ends. What can I do for you?
Okay, I want to interrupt for one moment. The sprite on screen looks like a squirrel to me. Like when I see the thumbnail portrait down where he's speaking, it's like, oh, obviously that's an old man.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like the in-world
He looks like a
thing,
squirrel.
It looks like a squirrel.
I see looking for parts, eh? Well, I suppose you might be able to find what you need here.
Is that Louisiana accent?
I'm gonna find me a voice watch. Just looking for one.
If you're looking for that, there's plenty to find here. You just gotta play a mini game. You're not gonna like it very much because that's all we could do at this point in the game. The parts you're looking for are all over, buried in the sand. You're gonna have to need a shovel to dig them out. If you have a dog that can send them out, you might be able to find what you're looking for. Funny thing, I happen to have both of those things right here.
That'll cost you 50s, Eddie. All right.
Oh, that's fair.
Thank you kindly. Good luck to you.
Okay, that's very Family Guy.
Do you want to read the instructions? No, I just want to fucking do it, right? Press X to use the shovel to dig a hole where you're standing. However, the shovel will break after you use the... Of course, not only is he like, yes, there is stuff in this perfectly drawn out circle that clearly no one did on purpose, but I happen to have these really good shovels that only last for 5 digs and a dog that can sniff out what you're looking for. And there's no other way to get up here except to go through me. It's like we're playing a carnival game. Yeah. If it hits metal, it will weaken and break more easily, so be careful. Remember, where the dog stops and it knows where items are. Okay.
Did the dog bury
No, so the dog
items?
will come over. We will now remember. We'll play the memory game. Bark. He's like, yo, right here. And... bark. Okay. Oh, bark, bark. Oh, there's something nice there. Okay. The big carnival music starts. You found a sage step. Ooh, nice. That's a good upgrade. No!
Nothing.
It was right there. Glass shard. Oh, nice. That's really nice, right? I think it was right here, right? Yep. You got the part? You found ship parts. Shovel broke. Of course it did.
Nah,
But there was only 3 items you took get anyway. Your shovel broke, did it? Well, items, them's the breaks. If you needs me, you know where to find me. He just happens to, yeah, he has like a bag full of shovels.
Yep.
He's like, go at it. There are diamonds out there, and that's saying, go for it.
Why aren't I digging for them? Well, I'm an old man. All I can do is make shitty shovels.
For that's just too damn bad. Remember from Halls?
Excuse me.
It's a good thing they put this somewhat elevator here. I like how that sand dune is like perfectly vertical. Not to say that I don't think that would exist, except for this part where you're going to get a seizure. People are going to be watching it, and I'm just... I should put a seizure warning in all of these videos now. Don't worry, the next time I do this, there will actually be an annoyingly purple swirl. Oops. Let's try that again. We're going to do burn. And then Seaver. So that was Simoon, basically. It's good because I needed an AoE because I get tired of trying to hit everything at once with her weakness. It's funny because he's lower level than her, but he kills things quicker.
Well, you know, you get big sword, you go smack things upside the head, and they tend to stop annoying you.
Actually, does he still have the healing? No. Oh, she does. Just healing him. I have to buy my ridiculous amount of healing herbs. As per usual with these games, I buy 99 healing herbs. Because they're mega cheap. And you can get items pretty easily in this game for the most part. And now it is. Charging. Blind. Poke. This thing has a really interesting design. Is its eyes on its tail, or is that like just
I want to say that because it also looks like it has eyes where it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if the tail thing, I mean, borrowing some like radical departure from Earth-based biology, if like because you'll see like caterpillars and stuff that have fake eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
If it's something similar, it's like, oh, look at this. This is obviously the face, and
animals
Predator
will...
or whatever will focus on that, which isn't lethal as opposed to the.
There's that caterpillar that makes itself look like a snake.
That's kind of what I was thinking of.
Puffs itself.
Also, that puppet guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be at every town we go in, just about.
He's my favorite character so far.
Actually, I'm gonna go to camp and rest because they don't have full health or anything, and I'm not paying to sleep in an inn because that's too much money. It's the same mechanic where if someone dies, they have to basically rest, at an inn, yeah, and not at camp. So if someone dies, Jameer, they lose their maximum. They lose a little bit of their maximum health, and the only way to restore that is to actually sleep at an inn, like at a Holiday Inn, basically. Once we take those parts to the shop and get them fixed, we'll finally be able to get back to where my friend is waiting. Thank you so much for your help.
Because it's only at a Holiday Inn where you can have that magical, restful experience.
Pretty much. Have you ever been at one? They're pretty nice.
Holiday Inn Express.
They always make animated women whores, because it's like one girl, two boys. What the fuck was Misty doing?
It's true. I mean, she was only like 11, so.
Well, how old were any of them? They all were like old.
So Ash was
10.
Ash was 10.
Was he supposed to be 10?
Yeah, Ash was 10.
Yeah.
Because that's like the age where
I thought they were all grown.
No, Brock was grown. Brock was maybe like 16, 17. Brock was probably like 18, 19 or something like that. Brock was like...
He's like 16. He wasn't that old.
It's weird because it's like... It depends on what area of like Pokemon
memory
mythos.
blocks. Blocks of memory.
Blocks of memory.
Instead of megabytes, it'd be blocks.
It depends on what area of media you're looking at, because if you're looking at the Pokemon anime, they dress things up a little bit. Like Brock had a family of like 7 brothers and sisters, and his father like ducked out, but was still around to talk to Ash for whatever reason. He was like trying to build up his courage to go back and not be a deadbeat. And then Brock fucking dips out on all his brothers and sisters so they can go traveling and become the #1 Pokemon breeder. But they didn't really go into much detail about what a breeder does because it's a kid's show. So...
Oh, don't be afraid. Or do you want to do this voice, actually? Is it not jumping out at you?
No.
Okay.
It's very Aryan.
Don't be afraid.
Give him a German accent. I just
try my best, but I don't know how to do one.
German?
I just want some information.
Want some information.
That's all.
Oh.
I just want some information, that's all. I want to know, tell me about the monster you saw. Ain't telling you nothing. Well, I try to be a little more cooperative if I were you. Oh my god! Holy shit! I don't remember that. You just shot him in the face.
Otherwise things might get a little uncomfortable, yes?
Yeah, you have a really good German accent.
We wouldn't want that now, would we?
What do you think you're doing? Let me just walk down the stairs calmly.
You said a little bit of an oopsie daisy, that's all.
Well, why are you doing this? I thought we were supposed to be, the war's supposed to be over.
Why? Because I don't like people who try to hide things. Besides, the war is not over. There's been a ceasefire called. That is all. Do you understand the difference, Missy? Wait. You're William. Well, if it isn't the little princess. We were sent out to find a dragon, but we found a little bird instead. grab her. Then, no reason we shouldn't take her as well.
Wait, do you know something about my sister? Alright, Gambit, damn. Just fucking threw your card out there.
By the power granted me, I command thee. Warrior spirit, thou art summoned.
Why do these random other things have so much more definition to what you actually looking at?
I don't know.
I want you to capture that girl, yes. Be careful not to hurt her too much.
You needed a little bit more of a pause there.
Too much.
Hi!
Like,
That's what Joe said. Hi!
try not to hurt her.
You should not
Too
hurt her.
much.
Even still.
Too much.
Seaver.
Right, so Brock, like in some other media, like he was a Pokemon, he was a gym trainer, he was a gym master. So Misty was also a gym master, but depending on where you're looking, she was filling in for her sisters. So she has 3 sisters, all of which are older and probably better trainers. And they were the masters of the gym. And then they had to leave, and so they put her in charge. And she was like 13.
Gym leader.
Gym leader. But then, like, that raises a bunch of weird questions about what the world of Pokemon is like when 10-year-olds can go out and be on their own.
I just realized his name is Joe. Like, it's supposed to be a Japanese thing, but it's like, yo, his name is Joe.
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 Is it Joe?
Hey. But it's like, okay, there's everybody has cash on them, right?
What a
So it's
piece
like
of junk.
when you beat a trainer, you get money. So they're giving you money. There's some way you get money from doing a Pokemon battle. There's free healthcare because Pokemon centers.
Right.
With Pokemon centers, I think you could, like, if you're a trainer, you could just sleep there, and there's probably like free food and shit there too. So you travel from town to town, sleeping at these places. You're 10 years old. Nobody's taking advantage of you. There are dangerous monsters in the overworld that they taught you how to train. Those monsters were used in the war that nobody talks about.
I didn't even know it was a
Also,
war.
there's not many adults around. So what the fuck happened? Like, what is this world where children have to go around and fight monsters when they're so young? Like, what is the actual economic stability? Because then, like, you look at some other different things and it's like, yeah, there's policemen, there's office workers, there's a corporation, they do programming, there's gambling parlors. Why is there a Pokemon mafia, and why do they have a uniform that singles them out as part of that Pokemon mafia? Why would you do that? There's explanations. It's like
Welcome
Giovanni.
to overanalyzing children's shows.
Yeah. By Michael Galetka.
Listen,
I
it
didn't know when I
deserves
started.
attention.
It does it?
It does. There's theories
My.
that Giovanni is Ash's father, and the reason there's a Team Rocket, and they're so obtuse in the way that they're doing something, and like so characteristically evil and bullies, was so that Ash would have something to overcome, and so he would fight through the battle of all that. He would fight against the Team Rocket grunts and like become famous and more powerful through that interaction. And so Ash would become known as the kid who took out Team Rocket.
Okay. I mean, sure. I don't know what to say to that. That just seems a little bit weird.
Why is there this weird, like, cartoony group of villains?
I feel like
in
that's
this
more of a
world?
convoluted explanation for the reason of them being there than them actually being there.
Like, the whole, like, this...
I mean, there are better ways to explain it. Maybe they're just taking advantage of the people because the war is over. I don't know. I mean, that makes sense.
And why, like, it keeps getting
I mean, you've
weird
ever heard...
every time.
I mean, you've heard of organized crime during the fucking 30s.
But they don't wear big old red M's on their shirt for
It's
Mafia.
a cartoon. That's what they do. Gotta recognize. I mean, that's how the Yakuza tattoos.
I suppose.
My. You're looking stronger than you look.
Cool. What's this? A dashing knight come to save the princess. How gallant. You're a regular Siegfried. You know it's a knight's job to protect his lady, don't you? Where have you been all this time? I'm afraid hiding in some closet or...
Damn! Broke the sword on his fucking face.
How dare you, you filthy little...
Let's get out of here. They're like, should we do something?
What are you just standing around for? After them!
Oh, they are totally getting fired.
Achtung! Achtung!
Achtung.
Achtung.
Yeah. They don't go the...
They don't have that shh.
Yeah.
Achtung.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, looks like we got... that's not a choice. Like, I can't skip that. I can't back out once that appears. That is an event I cannot escape. Whoa! Wow, they sent the whole fucking troop after us.
No, she is the princess.
Hopefully they run into Cray so you can just smash them all. The Imperial troops are here too? What are we going to do? We can't go back and can't go on either. Kwe? Hey, just don't fucking stop it. You're gonna get us sued. Hey, you there! The bird's like black paint is like slowly revealing the yellow underneath. Hey, cut off. Yes, still, they cut off our way out of here. You got a point there. Tell you what. Seeing as you helped me back there, and I want to try to return a favor. Let me see. Maybe if you took the road, you could get past them. Yeah, that's it. You can get away to the desert that way. You mean there's another road? Well, it's kind of out of the way, but if you head north, go up through this big town called Chamba, you'll get to the desert that way.
Wasn't one of those one of the towns that was mentioned as being hexed or something?
Yes.
Okay.
That means I can get back to my firm. My friend is waiting. We'll try to that route you mentioned. Thank you again so much. No problem. Just keep your head low and try not to get caught, eh? Not route to run. Not route to run. Yeah, so hexing in this game is a little dark. You'll see. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's kind of fucked up.
And I imagine running with wings would be interesting.
I wonder, well, yeah.
I thought the town was bigger than this. It was. Let's see if we can get someone who can help us. That crow looks really fucking pissed. Or whatever that is. Look, another dog. I wonder what it's got to say. Ooh, oh shit, look how angry it looks. He's like, wait, that didn't say He's like,
It looked like it been hit a whole bunch of times.
If you had wings, it'd probably be like running with a hang glider. So you might get like
wind resistance.
But like
everyone has a
lift,
working.
so you just
they have left to be to keep
skipping
an eye on things. Are you looking for something?
But unlike a hang glider, I feel like if you had actual wings, like you could adjust them so maybe you're not, like they're not trying to lift you if you don't want, or something. I don't know.
Well, you could adjust them so that it pushes you toward the ground, so that you get more grip. Or, like what I'd probably do is I would get lift, and then I just, so instead of, I'd just kind of like skip along the ground, and I'd be like half gliding wherever I go.
What is that?
What?
The first one. The second one.
Oh, Arum?
Yeah.
Magical metal can be used in camp to learn skills from the skill scroll. So it's like a thing that allowed me to trade skills between. So like burn that I learned, I could trade that to someone else using Arum. Kind of like skill notes from Breath of Fire 3. Excuse me. Enemy 1+2 a user's attack. That's actually pretty nice. Excuse me.
This lollipop wants me to go to facebook.com and like something.
You're like, no, lollipop, I will not fall for your social media trickery.
No.
If you want to sleep, I can let you use one of these beds. That guy's a mole.
I thought it was just like a fucked up mouse.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in years. You know what the sad thing is? That movie came out like a month after 9/11. So a lot of people were just like, I guess... No, they were still filming it when
What movie?
It was The Disguise.
The Master of Disguise.
Master Disguise.
Yeah.
They filmed it during 9/11 or something like that, and it was a really awkward shoot.
Well, didn't everybody say that movie sucked?
Well, I mean, after 9/11, a lot of things weren't really the greatest.
Well, it was just like that basically killed Jamie Kennedy's career, right?
I think there were other things that killed Jamie Kennedy's career. I think that movie might have been bad enough to do that, but not... You gotta, like, think about how bad... Not bad, just... He wasn't that funny of a comedian, and he took all of his shit...
Criticism. He was like one of the main people in Heckle, the documentary.
Yeah, he took his... Well, he was the one who made that documentary. He took it so personally, and some of the people he was interviewing were like, dude, this is what happens.
Yeah.
But he takes his heckle so personally. And
Malibu's Most Wanted was... I think that did okay, right?
Yeah.
That was him too?
Yeah, that was kind of...
He looked like two totally different people.
What kind of question is that? Of course this is
GameCube or
Chamba.
PlayStation? Motherfucker, it's a game station. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, a part of it, at least. Most of the town is still polluted by the hex, and it can't be used. Hex? You've heard about the towns all over the place were hexed during the war, haven't you? Yeah. I guess so. All you need to know is that the ordinary folks like us can't go anywhere someplace that's been hexed. It's too dangerous. If you need to go to Chamba for something, you'll have to wait until the hex is gone and... Huh? Looks like everyone's coming back.
And you know all the little quotes like that made Ready Player One corny? I thought that's what made it so cool, because I'm like, it'll be so many people. Like, that makes the whole journey of it so much funner, because you gotta like really go into the mind. Like, nobody, like, kids from our generation ain't gonna know what the turtley enough for the Turtle Club.
True.
So it just makes it cute.
No, it's true. I just haven't seen the movie.
Okay.
I have not seen Ready Player One, so I don't know anything about it. Oh, I know about it, but I haven't seen the movie.
There's very not much to it. It's more spectacle than anything else.
Alright everyone, that's it for today. We've got another early start tomorrow, so make sure you get some sleep. Alright, now get out of here. Those folks that just came back are a group of purifiers. They go from town to town purifying them of hexes. So if we want to find out more about the hex, we should ask them, right? Thank you for your help. So people are back in town. And nobody's sleeping. Oh wait, there we go.
The hex the Empire makes is like this black mist, and there's all sorts of nasty stuff like wraiths and specters inside of it. Even the smallest exposure to it without protection is lethal. Way I figured it, the hex is like something talking bad about you. I mean, when someone says something bad, you don't feel too good, right? So a hex is like, except lots more powerful, see?
I just wanted to give him a more ridiculous voice, considering he's so tiny.
This ain't the place for women and children. Don't you know it's been hexed?
That's a bit sexist.
Yeah, it's all sexist until it's time to get off the Titanic. I'm a woman though. Nope, bitch.
I'm for women. I'm
Equal
for gender
rights,
equality.
equal death.
There was a really good comic where it was like women and children first, so this guy looked sad, and then he was like put a wig on and a dress and everything, and they let him on, and then they like let on a bunch of other people, and then when the boat is drifting away, everybody takes their costumes off. So it was like a little man, but it was like looking like a little kid, and like everyone was like, "Oh shit." I don't think I've ever seen a worse place than this.
No kidding. This mist is so thick you can barely see where you're going.
What's this guy doing?
The main part of Chamba's on the other side of the wall. It's been so badly polluted by the hex that normal folks can't get anywhere near it. Well now, we don't get many visitors here. I'm the leader of this bunch. My name's Tob.
Like the soda, but with an H.
Actually, can you give her like a Midwestern accent, Mike?
We're just about to sit down to supper. So whatever it is, they'll have to wait until after that.
It's Midwest.
Okay.
It's like the Ohio accent.
So just my regular voice. So whatever it is, I'm trying to get like Minnesota. So whatever it is, it'll have to wait until after that.
We'll wait here. Hmm?
You want to wait here? Fine by me. But if I were you, I'd rather walk around town or something like that. Watch a bunch of people eat. Yeah, I'm going southern. It's way easier to go southern than... Okay then. It's like I have to think Canadian.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for waiting. Now what can I do for you?
We need to get to Chamba. Is there any way we can do that before the hex disappears?
Oh, I don't know about that. Nope, afraid not. There's a lot of negative energy bound up in that mist. You need special armor just to go inside.
Blah 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 blah.
I figure it'll be at least another year before we can get rid of the hex completely and get Chamba back to normal.
Still.
If you absolutely have to get through now, there might be a way. You could ask one of my workers here if they'd be willing to guide you through. Yep.
Alright, so we gotta go find a worker that will let us go through Chamba. But, after we meet this worker, we'll save it and then we'll call it.
Okay.
I know it's our job to clean up hex places, but I don't think I'd want to take anyone else in there.
I have to speak over the machinery.
Yeah.
It's very loud.
You want to get through the hex area? Why? Is there some reason you can't go around Chamba?
I mean, they got a good point. Why can't we just go around the town?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the answer to everything. Why do we have to go through everything? I'm just gonna steal life sandals. Someone's like, "Hey, have you guys seen my Crocs? I put them in a big red chest." Maybe that's what Crocs are in this world. They're life sandals. They're so comfortable.
They are pretty good.
I wonder if there's true what they say about the hex being full of ghosts and stuff.
Probably.
The hex attacks the people within fears and other negative emotions. Since everyone's afraid of something, we have to wear special armor to go near it.
So it's like a big fog of Dementor.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Bogart,
yeah.
That's more. Dementor was just
Dementors
you made.
Suck happiness out of you. That's right. Bogarts. That's right.
Oh wait, I got this thing I can loot. Panaceas! Those are nice. They cure all.
Cure all.
And as we know, cure-alls cure. Sorry, wrong podcast.
Don't drill a hole in your head. We came upon a pharmacy with windows busted out.
Sorry, I got him started.
Well, you found someone who will guide you.
That's what I thought. It's just too dangerous to take unprotected and inexperienced people inside.
But we have no other choice. We can't use any of the other roads.
I don't know why you can't, but I think I can guess why. I mean, why else would anyone come here? Still.
So does something come through the gate and then we have to help fight it off, and then they're like, oh, these kids actually know something, and so we'll go ahead and take them through?
No.
Okay.
Would it be possible to borrow some of your armor from you?
Sorry, afraid not. I mean, we need it to do our jobs, you know. Even if I did give you some armor, you still need someone to help guide you. The mist is there so thick, you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Not to mention the fact that the streets are like a maze. As if that weren't enough, the place is full of ghosts, specters, and other monsters. I mean, we're just lucky they don't smash down that wall and attack us right now, as it is.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, tits.
I have returned, boss.
It's you, Arshin. Don't do that. You scared the wits out of me.
If you were surprised by that, you will be even more surprised in a moment.
Yeah. Whatever. This is Arshin. She works with us, but, to be honest, she's a little odd.
Incorrect. Urshin is not odd. Urshin is saying she will guide these two.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Why does Urshan know about those two? Like, why does she know that? Like, why would you expect these?
Really good hearing.
She's a robot.
Okay.
What would you do if something happens?
Nothing will happen. Everything will be alright. Urshin says everything will be alright, so everything will be alright. If Urshin says everything will be alright, it will be, for she is never wrong. It will be alright because Urshin is always right.
I hate it when you do that. You know I hate that. It is super creepy. Okay, I get the idea. Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thank you so much. You don't know how much this helps us.
Do not thank me, you should thank Urshin. Thank you, Urshin!
Urshin joins the party.
Oh.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
That's right. That's its run animation. It's like a vacuum cleaner. I love it.
No wonder the dog is so scared.
It's so Capcom. I fucking love when Capcom
Hi.
uses robots.
Hi!
It's just like,
Thank you for information.
I love it. Urshin's one of my favorite characters in this game.
It's a good character.
Yeah. Even like walks. All right, time for us to save. The music's really good in this game too. It might not be that funky, cool, smooth, you know, weather music,
channel music,
but it's pretty good. All right, so that was our fun little adventure into Breath of Fire 4. We'll be playing this most likely on like Wednesdays. Put the cape over its face and now it's like shadow box.
Oh, that thing's so adorable.
So we're gonna definitely play this more on Wednesdays to fill that slot.
Okay.
And then starting next Friday, hopefully we might be able to have a new D&D. We'll continue our D&D adventure.
Do we want to keep doing that, or do we want to try like a new campaign?
Well, let's finish it out.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was Breath of Fire 4. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, this was actually the first year anniversary of the Friday night specials. Because I keep track of those things because I'm weird. But it is the first. We actually said we wanted to do this a year ago on this day when we started doing Breath of Fire. So that's where. Well, we actually we did a different game, then jumped to Breath of Fire. But yeah. So that was our 1-year anniversary of Friday Night Special. So, yeah, we'll be going back on Monday to try to finish Dark Souls 2, hopefully. Hopefully. I did get 3, it was on sale.
Okay.
So I got that. But with that said, thank you, Jameer, for joining us tonight as we play through this fun little game. Nick, always wonderful to have you stop on by and be a part of this. And Michael, thanks for getting up.
Yep.
I know I woke you up out of a sleep to come here, but I appreciate it.
I would have just been behind that wall otherwise. So I'm always near.
I appreciate it.
If I'm not here, I'm right there.
Right here in the heart.
In my heart.
Oh.
Because that's where I am.
Oh.
Did you think I was saying I was in your heart?
I was hoping. I mean, that's where I keep you.
The matter can't be in 2 places at the same time. That's not how it works. You wouldn't want me in your heart. You'd die.
If you're an amateur, I suppose you can't be in more than one place at once.
Yeah. An amateur, like you've done this heart matter transfer before? Is that something you're like an expert in?
I have secrets.
Super positioning.
All right, guys. Well, you have a good night. We'll see you on the next Courtesy Corner. Take care.